You fucking whore! I never should have married you! This feels painful. You whore! I never should have married you! Loving you was a mistake! Mommy, Daddy, stop fighting! Shut up! Don't hit him! Hi there! Just reliving my childhood memories. You know how it is. And zoom. Boy, it really is hard to see in this thing. Anyway, I saw a video on TikTok earlier talking about autism. No, wait, it was YouTube. And it was going on about how something about Aspie supremacy. And I gotta say, as an autist myself, I really didn't watch the video because I kind of just saw the title and I was like, yeah, fuck that. But, in my opinion, I don't understand why autistic people get treated so differently once they come out as autistic. I mean, it's like I can function in society. I'd say roughly average. I mean, I'm not gonna go running into a club and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm autistic. What's up with you?" But I don't know, it just kind of bothers me. Mostly because now everyone else is kind of like starting to figure out about autism and stuff, and I feel like I missed out somewhere. Like, I don't know. It just feels like I missed out. Like I could have been talking about it. I mean, I guess technically I can. There's always plenty of time. Anyway. It feels weird, I'll be honest. I'm seeing all these videos, like, detailing the special abilities of autistic people. And I've been dealing with this shit my entire life. And I legitimately thought it was, like, serious, like, brain trauma, like, psychological damage. And I mean, it might be. But if, like, what was it? Closed eye visualizations. If that's, like, considered a extreme ability of autism, then I guess I'd be like the wise old wizard of autists, you know, living up in the hills, just like, I have seen it all. Because, I mean, I do that shit literally every day. The closed eye visualizations, I literally do that without even trying. Sometimes I legitimately scare myself because it frequently crosses over into, what is it, paranoia, schizophrenia. It's like, oh hey, that's a cool thing. Oh my god! And it's just, oh man, it makes getting high fun. Sometimes, on a good day. I don't really smoke a lot anymore. So, last I remember, it sucked. Gave myself a pretty nasty panic attack. That was terrible. Real quick, shout out to tar bars. The cigarette filters. You can put them on the end of cigarettes and they pull out the tar. Shout out to you guys. For real, I decided to try them out recently, and literally my first time using it, like my lung just like cleared up. I'm not saying like they do that. I mean, I was trying to quit beforehand and like kind of cut down on smoking. But like, I mean, when I literally took my first hit, my whole lung was like, So shout out to you guys again. Seriously, good idea, great product. Sponsor me. I need the money. Can you see that on camera? What was I talking about? Right, autism. So yeah, smoking pot with the ability to visualize shit without even trying is a unique experience. Wouldn't really say it's a good one, but whatever. Another thing is apparently being really creative is also considered autistic. I mean, I guess. I just naturally thought everybody was creative, and well, a few years ago I did, but I mean, I slowly started realizing that no, I apparently am really creative. Shit, I've been wasting my time. Probably be like top content creator right now if I actually applied myself. Hooray for effort! Excuse me. So yeah, I do have some good ideas though. I'm actually writing a book, working on like a movie script kind of tie-in as well. I wouldn't really, I wouldn't really say it's like officially categorizable as one thing or another thing, but it's a collection of words that can be read either as a book or as a movie script, maybe even as a comic if I decide to draw pictures to go with it. I think I did a good job. I think I'm onto something, but that's just a bit of tooting my own horn. Toot toot. But yeah. So being creative, seeing things. What else? The social, being a social introvert. Yeah, that sucks for real. Because I really wish I had the confidence to just go out and make friends. But I wouldn't really say I don't have confidence, but more it's like I don't I don't want to get hurt again. It's it's just weird because I say weird shit and most people I hang out with like aren't on the same level. So I kind of have to like either dumb myself down or just let them talk or just nobody talks and we just stay silent most of the time. I mean, I don't mind talking. It's just I want someone on my level that like gets it, but in a jokey, friendly kind of hey, kind of way. I mean, I've met a few people that understand it, but they're like jaded and kind of hateful and spiteful, and it's I get that too because I'm kind of jaded and hateful and spiteful, but it's like I don't want to be that. I want to not be that. I want to like talk about fun, goofy, crazy shit. I don't know, fucking aliens. That's a thing going on now. Maybe they're here for us. That actually was another video on my TikTok. Is apparently autists are what was it, star seeds, and the aliens are. Ooh. Cool, I guess. I mean, I'd honestly like to stay here on Earth for right now and kind of get that feeling of fulfillment, I guess. Kind of tie up all the loose ends of my life, so to speak. Just kind of get that finished my business. I guess the best way to put it. And then I'll go to space and the aliens and all that shit. But yeah, being autistic is a well, it's an experience that only I can tell from my own perspective because I understand there's a lot of other autistic people out there with their own experiences and a lot more people that aren't autistic. I don't know. It's just like a compounding of personal issues. Sorry, it's really hard to breathe in this thing and I don't want to take it off. Suffer pain. Beauty is pain. Anyway. So, yeah. Autism. It do as it do, I suppose. One thing that does piss me off though is when, like the self-righteous activists and stuff, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm autistic and autistic people need our help in it." And then they portray us as, the it's like that's not autism. That's well, I'm just going to say it's mental retardation. That's the official term for it is mental retardation. And as an autist, I am allowed to say that. And I can tell you from personal experience in special ed, that's the best way to describe it. It's not, oh, they're mentally deficient. No, that's actually more offensive. It's like, oh, mentally deficient. What? It's like, just say it. They're slow in the mind. Mentally retarded. Mental retardation. Retard. It's not offensive. It's a scientific term, actually. To retard the flames, flame retardant, fire extinguisher. What? It just pisses me off when people do that. It's like, oh, he's slower, he's special ed. It's like mentally retarded. It's all right. I get it. Jeez, I got it so much in school too. It's like, he goes to retard. But I mean, hey, now that I'm older and I've, kind of got the shit kicked out of me from life and all that, I would honestly rather go back to that because at least it was straightforward. They weren't dancing around me trying to be like, oh, you're special, it's mentally deficient, it's okay, you're differently abled. Oh, you're so special. I can't. What the fuck? Like, if you want to do that to the, the retarded kids, like the slow, it's, fuck. It's like, there's differences. There's levels. All right, like you don't need to fucking lump us all in with the fucking mentally disabled kids. It's offensive. It sucks. And like just to fill everyone in, all right, like autistic people, we're normal people, we just think differently. Like it's a different thought process. It's a different type of mental processing capabilities that makes us us. It just pisses me off because I'm gonna be completely honest here. I was kind of a bully back in school, and then after I was, well, back then it was called Asperger's, but no, I was diagnosed with Asperger's. What stupid fucking name is that? Anyway, and then all the teachers started treating me differently. All the principal, everyone started treating it. It was a weird feeling because I was like legitimately an asshole back in grade school. Like third, fourth, fifth grade. I mean, yeah, kids will be kids. You know, kids are mean, but I mean, from the perspective of a kid back then myself, it's like I was a bully. And after I was diagnosed as autistic, then it's like, I don't know, it's like, best way to put it is, it's like taking a wolf, like, just taking a wolf in the middle of being trained by the other wolves to be a wolf, and you just take it and you put it in with all the sheep. And you treat it, you're like, oh, it's a good little sheep. And it's like, I said mean things, even back to the teachers. Oh, I was a little asshole. Like, for real. Karma is a bitch. I'll say that. But no, so I was basically taken from being a rude little shit to being pampered and coddled. And I was put in special education class with some of the kids. Well, it was a change in schools, but so some of the kids, like some of their, like mentally retarded. It was like they were in the chair, and I used to bully them when I was a little kid. I mean, they were it was kids, all right? We were kids. Kids. Sorry. I'm getting myself worked up. And then being put in special education class with the actual mentally retarded kids, the very same type of kids I used to bully when I was younger. It's, I mean, I got a new perspective on life. And like, now that I understand the struggle, and now that I like know what it's actually like, it, and now that I'm like clinically, I don't even know what to call it anymore. Clinically, doctorally, officially, I was diagnosed with Asperger's, autism, and I got to experience life from the other side. And now that I did that, it really pisses me off when people do that. I've never told anyone in my area, in like none of my neighbors, like no one knows I'm autistic, and like they don't even bother me about it. They don't. I barely associate with anyone around here, and it sucks because I don't know. I guess I'm just venting, just kind of spouting off what's on my mind. It's October. Let me ground real quick. It's October. Halloween is coming up. It is a very shitty election year. Okay, feeling a little better. It just a lot on my mind because of it. And I honestly don't like the idea of being considered special, or like some kind of special being in need of praise. And I know they're not directed at me, but when I'm doom scrolling through my TikTok, like any other lonely 30-year-old would do nowadays. I just see all these videos of autism and star seeds and oh you're special and oh you're the chosen one and it's like I don't. It just makes me mad that that is something that exists. I mean, there's not really a lot I can do to change it. And personally, I wouldn't go out of my way to make a big stink about it and, force it to change, but just want to vent. It's just it's like we're not you don't have to put us all on pedestals. We're not heroes. We're not saviors. We're just people. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 lungs, 1 heart. Just for the record, yes, I am aware that there are people with, born differently, like physically, like missing an ear, missing an eye. I got you. I get you. I'm not saying, you know what I'm trying to say. You're not. But no, it's like we're people, and I want to go around and say I'm autistic. I just don't want people to treat me like I'm a baby. I mean, yeah, I do need a lot of help with things. Like legitimate things that I need help with, like taxes, for starters. I don't even think I classify for any tax bracket, but that's what I've been told, and I've kind of been running off that. I've never really been approached for my taxes in really any capacity. So, I mean, I still would like to know because it's important, I guess. But I just want to go in and, just exist in society and have people know, oh yeah, I'm autistic. And then just not really be treated like I'm special or I need help. I mean, if I do need help, I'll ask, but you shouldn't, just don't assume that just because I'm autistic now, that means I need help with everything. Like if I'm walking across the street, don't just run up and be like, "Oh my goodness, let me stop the cars for you so you can get across safely." There's just been a lot on my mind lately, and I guess it goes. I guess it goes with the whole autism, like super empathy, like feeling everyone's emotions type shit. With the, it's an election year and everyone's freaking the fuck out like they always do during an election year. I personally believe that it's gonna work out like for the actual best, like the good kind of best. I don't know, it's like the energy in the air is charged. It's a charged and a very charged. People, I legitimately think that people should actually touch grass. In fact, go barefoot on grass. I kind of looked into like the homeopathic grounding and shit like that, and I mean, I tried it, and I'm not gonna say it like gave me superpowers or I could see the face of God or anything, but I mean, it does feel good. I kind of felt something. It was like a little, and I just kind of stood there, relaxed, took a breath, just kind of relaxed. I think people should do that. Should do that. Because grass feels surprisingly good on your feet. Warm grass. On a nice, warm, moderate day. Few clouds in the sky. And I would say like 70 degrees minimum. I mean, as a joke, I want to say 69, but that's honestly a bit too chilly. I mean, if that's what you want to do, fine. But I ain't stopping you. Uh, but yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest about my experience as an autist and just how I feel about the whole it kind of blowing up thing. I mean, I appreciate it. I don't speak for other autists. I just want to be clear on that. Like, I do not speak for any other autistic people. I do not speak for the mentally handicapped people as a whole. All right, like the whole thing. I don't speak for anyone else but myself. And I also want to say, no, I'm not apologizing for saying retarded. Because I am allowed to say that. Thank you very much. But no, like speaking it entirely for myself is that I don't know, it's just I appreciate it. And I guess it's just bothering me because it's not really something that's come up a lot in my life. And now that I'm kind of seeing it pop up all over my Twitter, my TikTok, it feels weird knowing that there's other people out there that get it. And I went from feeling like I'm all alone and there was no one else like me to feeling like I missed out. I'm not that I am left out. So I'm not being like shoved out, but it feels like that I missed out. Like I missed an opportunity to, I guess as a real life example, is that the talking about the dreams and all the lucid dreaming and stuff. I mean, I've been doing that shit for years, mostly as an escape from my traumatic life, as seen at the beginning of this rant. Kind of losing steam. Ironically, the inside of my mask is gaining steam. Hold chip, hurry up. Pip, cheerio then. But what was I talking about? Right. Now that it's coming out, it's like it's no longer on my mind. If that makes sense. But no, I just feel like I missed out. Like I could have been one of the forerunners of this movement. I don't know what else to call it. Concept. Everyone starting to talk about it. But I just feel like I missed out. I mean, but then again, a lot of trauma I've been dealing with my whole life. Golden child syndrome is one of them. One of my traumas. And for those of you that don't understand what golden child syndrome is, it's basically where your parents put you up on a pedestal. Not physically. Well, sometimes physically. YouTube kids. All right, let's go with that. YouTube kids. Golden child syndrome is basically where, like Ryan's World. I I honestly thought it was like just an online joke when I first saw Ryan's World merch pop up years ago. I was like, who the fuck is this kid? Like, what is he? Like, some kind of rich kid or something? I didn't know. I'm not really an internet type of person. Well, not active. I'm a troll. I'm a lurker. I'm ashamed of my online existence. Anyway, golden child syndrome. Using Ryan's World as an example, he was like what, the world's richest like 9-year old or something a few years ago. Like, kid had several million in the bank, and now it's coming out that he's basically being held against his will or something. I don't know. I don't really follow it a lot. I just heard about it, seen a few videos, but I don't I don't really know what's actually going on. But I mean, yeah, so golden child syndrome. I mean, and that's kind of what it's like. It's your parents put you out like front and center, out in front of everybody, and be like, "Our special boy." It's, I mean, it's a little different in concept, but it's kind of the same. It's you are put, you're basically made a star as a when you're a kid, right? It's like, oh, you're so special. Oh, this and oh that, and then kind of plays out pretty much like the child prodigy meme. Is that you? It's like, oh yes, super smart kid. Teenage years, I don't really know the meme all that well, but super smart kid, always special, so much potential. Like teen years, variable, and then once you hit like 20, 21, 22, whatever, you just burn out. It's just a miserable existence, and that's pretty much what golden child syndrome is, but on a shorter term scale, I guess. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a, what is it called? Anthropologist. I don't study stuff like that. But it's just, you're, after the test came back and I was considered autistic, my parents put me on a pedestal and sent me to a community, like a community prep school. It was like a daycare pretty much. It was just like kids that can go there and do stuff to like expand their creative talents, and I don't know what it's called. Latchkey? No, that was preschool. But yeah, no, and then so after the test came back and I was autistic, I went to the creative super school after school, and I just had so much pressure put on me to be the best. And now it's like I just spent years not even like worrying about it because everyone said, or a lot of people very close to me said, it's just laziness. You're just being stupid. You're not paying attention. You're not focusing. And just, I mean, they didn't understand, and honestly I didn't understand because I never really cared to like take it to memory because I just cared about being a kid. I just wanted to be a kid, do kid stuff. But family drama, fast forward a few years, be homeless a few times, spend time in and out of the shelters, wandering the streets for a few nights at a time. Spending time in psych wards, several psych wards, S on the end of that, and spending actual time behind bars in jail, it it doesn't really, at least for me, it never really like came to the top of my mind that I could just say, "Oh, I'm autistic. I'm sorry, her." It didn't really just didn't really occur. It's like something that never like occurred to me for years. But now that I'm like seeing it pop up everywhere, and I don't know, it's just kind of opening some old wounds for me. Uh, I'd honestly say it makes me feel somewhat jealous as well, because like I'm not the one talking about it. Like, no, I wanted to be the person to do that. No, you. uh, Personal stuff, but I deep down I am glad that it's kind of finally making the rounds and like officially, at least from what I'm seeing. And I I guess my like emotional reactions are kind of fucked up because of my upbringing. So instead of like feeling excited and happy about it and like, "Ooh, yay!" It's like, "Oh, great. Go fuck yourself." It's just yeah, I mean that's how it do. That's how it do, yo. Fun fact. I'm a beatboxer. Get it? I really need to rebuild this thing. It's digging into my nose. Ugh! Well, since I'm comfortable talking, right, so back on the aliens. I really don't feel comfortable talking about aliens because I'm going to give myself the benefit of the doubt here because at the time I was high. So it could have just been a very vivid hallucination, and that's what I want to go for. But so I got really high one morning and I decided to go for a walk. And as I was walking, I saw a an alien ship, UFO, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to stop talking about it because aliens legitimately make me feel uncomfortable, and I'm going to leave off at that. Anyway, does anyone know how I can make a lot of money in like a short period of time, except for selling pics of my feet online? Uh, I don't really have picture quality feet. Also, I'm not a degenerate. No offense to you degenerates out there. Yeah. I didn't even know they did that. uh, I do my best to make myself laugh. Well, I'm kind of out of stuff to talk about for right now. Also, I think I'm suffocating. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Woo!